Welcome everybody to the second build episode of Building Microflash, my 3-pound combat robot. I'm Jason, the creator of Team Robotics, and my little robot here, well, design-wise, it's got a bit of a problem, a rather serious problem. It's got a fairly serious weight problem, but let's not worry about that just quite yet. Let's rock out to some math. Okay, pause right there. I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, Jason, what the hell is going on here? This is not rock music. This is some weird techno crap. But here's the deal. Okay, so on Twitch.tv, where I live stream these things, they've got that whole music library thing, and this is really awesome song called Railgun. Because seriously, how can you go wrong with a heavy rock song called Railgun? But I don't know how to actually license that song for YouTube at the moment, so it's only on Twitch.tv. So put up with this music for just a few more seconds, all right? Alright, so here's the real deal what's going on here. Seriously, to be honest with you this time. My robot design does have a very serious weight problem. Because obviously 3 pounds is not a lot of weight, especially when you want a big, massive weapon in the front. And aluminum in the 3-pound class is a very heavy metal. So here's my first big approach. I'm actually going to go ahead and reduce the thickness of all my aluminum structure pieces. So many of them in the previous iteration you saw in the first build episode were going to be a 1/4 inch thick aluminum, but now they're being reduced down to 3/16 inch aluminum. I'm really hoping and this is going to be strong enough when the weapon starts spinning, but I'll find that out, well, probably a few weeks from now when I get to that part in the build. Therefore, what I've actually gone ahead and done is I'm replacing the designs for the top 2 structure pieces. So these are 2 pieces that kind of hold the whole weapon system together. They're now going to be built out of some 3-inch by 10-inch-ish long planks of 3/16 inch aluminum. And the other big thing that I'm doing is that the main structure ribs, I've been calling them, are now no longer going to be completely aluminum. The inside core of them is going to be 3/16 inch aluminum with a nice big chunk cut out of it. But the wings that stick out the side, well, they're going to now be ultra high molecular weight polyethylene, or that UHMWPE plastic crap, as I like to call it. Here's hoping that's going to be strong enough to take a few hits and kind of give some protection to the wheels, but that's mainly what these wings are for. They're really about protecting the wheels and the motors a little bit. So I'm thinking it'll be good for that, but a lot of this still is I don't really know how strong things are, and to be honest with you, I probably won't know till I actually get into combat. That's my big change at this point. And now my next step here is to really start building a test frame. I may end up using this frame, I'm not entirely sure. Ideally, I would like to go ahead and do a little bit better engineering on it. So let's go ahead and rock out, with techno music, to building my test frame here, guys. Seriously, just trust me on this whole techno music thing. The alternative would basically be me singing like rock music, and I know you really don't want to hear me do that. See what I mean? I promise I'll never do that ever again. Okay, but here's the goal with this test frame. There's a lot of details in designing this robot here, where certain bolts go, making sure 2 things don't collide with each other, that frankly I don't have a lot of CAD skills, or don't have good enough CAD skills to actually figure that out ahead of time. So by building this test frame, I kind of get an idea as to what I can and cannot do with the tools I have, but I can also figure out some of these stupid collision issues, where things overlap, or things that I think should go in the right spot here are really in the wrong spot, all that kind of stuff. And then it's going to go back and let me actually do a proper design and probably rebuild these pieces in a way that things are interchangeable, which is very important, because as I'm assembling this test frame here, things are not super interchangeable. They kind of are, but not really, and I really want things to be as modular and swappable out as possible, just to give me basically more repair pieces with less initial building time. So then once this test frame is done, I also know exactly how much it's going to weigh, and then based on the weight of this test frame, I can figure out, do all my existing components that I have left fit into the remaining weight budget, or I got to go back and chop some things out? Because there's still a few more options I have to reduce weight if I need it, but I'm really hoping I don't have to do that. But then, of course, once this test frame is done, I can do the proper design, and then hopefully, like I said, do a little bit more, quote, mass manufacturing. Because I think I figured out a lot of the big issues with machining this stuff by hand, so I think future versions of this frame will actually look a lot better. and will probably, like I said, be more consistent from piece to piece. Alright, well that's about all I have for you so far today. I don't have the test frame fully done. It's kind of like half done. Okay, I'll be honest with you. It's probably about 3/4 done. There's a few more pieces going on in the back that form a little cage for batteries and electronics, and then there's a UHMW bar that kind of goes around the outside armor. So let me get that put on here in the next few weeks. We'll show that off, and then probably in the 3rd episode, well, not only show that off, but also start doing the actual more formal design process and make sure I have enough weight for everything that I really want to have weight for, and if possible, some bottom armor would be really nice as well. So, with that out of the way, thank you guys all for watching. I don't know why I said that out of the way. It doesn't really make any sense, does it? So with that, thank you for watching. Once again, I'm Jason, the creator of Team Rocket Robotics, and go ahead and subscribe to me here on YouTube to get the latest build logs of this project here called Microflash, my 3-pound combat robot. And of course, check out my other videos on, well, a lot of tabletop wargaming stuff. And yeah, that's basically all this channel really is. Oh, there's some cosplay stuff too. And of course, you can watch this live over at twitch.tv/Rocco Robotics. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.